With Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 40-yard line.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3.
Here's Lance. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking him within an eyelash. Dropped at the run. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Cook is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. If they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And Lance's throw hauled in by Washington. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Now Lance looking to change it up. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Yellow.
Now Lance going to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point.
Here we go.
Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Here we go. 11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You look at the Steeler defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try to get to that #1 spot.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 25, here's 2nd and 2. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First down, Bengals.
11, empty, take.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Here we go.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I don't think think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible.
Mixon hit, and all the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Steelers 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Right, ready, jump, 17.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
It shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Gets this out wide to Pickens. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down.
I like watching a wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Working from the gun, Lance. That is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. York on now for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. First down. Here's Burrow. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
11.
On second down, Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Again, it's Mixon. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
One, ready?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon.
Here we go.
And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Here we go. Here we go. 12. I gotta go. Stop.
Here's a give to Mixon.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Down right around the 25. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they got a chance here to open up this lead.
Now Lance wants to change him up. From the 29, Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
52.
Option play. Here's Cook. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Okay,
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
97.
And the slot man goes in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On play action, Lance. Throws right side, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Here we go, set.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
2nd and 6.
Now Lance. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bengals 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh, it's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Here we go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. That's complete. It's Oneway now. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 29 yards. First down.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Highsmith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Lance sliding out of the pocket. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. Steps away. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 33 yards that time. Lance looking to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On second down, here's Lance.
And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown.
Well, I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
York now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Score, Steelers 28, Bengals 3.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. Now Burrow. Pushes past him. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Burrow changing things up here.
11 MT, take. 11 MT.
Back to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again, it's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Steelers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready?
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Ready?
Here's 3rd and 10.
Ultra. Ultra. Striker. 3-3. Smash. Press.
To throw, it's Lance. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because he had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 7. They run it again with Cook. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 77 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the